How's it going, guys? Tyrant here, and I just got done watching episode 5? Yeah, episode 5 of 3D Kanojo Real Girl. So, ever since last episode where he kind of had this big misunderstanding, things have actually been escalating in school, like to messing with his stuff, tagging him, literally chucking things at him is like, fuck, man. And he's trying to do his best to ignore it. What's interesting is that the guy who's been bullying him is not willing to admit or apologize, and he's just kind of just like still adamantly trying to talk to him in a way where he's not gonna purposely apologize, which is like, huh, okay, it's weird, but I get what they're trying to do there. What's good is that eventually we kind of get a conclusion to this, where we get a conclusion to a point where um the guy kind of admits a little bit of a defeat and kind of apologizes in a fashion to his family and to his one other female friend. I forget her name, but the crazy one who's really bad with people. Um, and so that kind of gets cleared up. What's good is that his girlfriend, during all this time, his girlfriend finally finds out what's happening, and he kind of confronts him, and they, for the most part, are fully understanding at that, and he's really happy. He feels joyed for his friend and his girlfriend, who know that what he did was his truth, and for that's why he's kind of dealing with it, because he's happy right now. He has a very understanding girlfriend, which is interesting. We'll talk about that later. Uh, and uh, and uh, and a friend who's willing to support him. Um, but now it kind of gets over, and now it's not now another part of the. Now that it's over, it's kind of de-escalated a little bit as far as the story goes. I feel like the rumors are still out there, but the as far as show preference is concerned, it's kind of gone. Yeah. New now. Let's move on to the next phase of the show. Because now that little bit of an arc is done. We get introduced to a new character. Ayumi, I think that's her name. She and him soon bump into each other in the street, and it's a old school, an old school, what's the word? Collision, basically, and they pick up their stuff. They say sorry, blah blah blah. And they walk away. During this time, she finds the magazine he finds, and ta-da! Like, he returns it. She's like, oh, "There's someone I can talk to about stuff," and it's really funny, because then when you find someone who has similar interests to you, we kind of want to talk to them about the stuff, and like, "Oh, what do you like? Do you like this? Do you like this show? Blah 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 blah," and like, really fun. What's really fun about that scene, though, and what I enjoyed, was she was really happy to find someone to talk to, right? As they're thinking and talking, or she's talking, Simpson's girlfriend comes by and say, "Who's this?" And she kind of like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't know." And she thinks he's less like your average guy, and she just dips out like that. And it's really funny, because that's the quickest entrance and outro someone had, and like, oh, huh, new character in and out. Sure. And I found that really, like, wow, because normally you would see a little bit of it more about the character, like, within the episode, which we do later, and I'll talk about that. But that was like, wow, that was quick and fast. But moving from there, we get them going to the festival, and for the most part, he's not comfortable with that, but he's willing to do it, and they're having fun, and just having fun on a date at the festival, and it's quite enjoyable watch. And as far as their their mood and the feel for it. It's like it's it's great. What's great is that the way the great way Sunsun and his girlfriend talk, and he has a very strong inferiority complex, and he did say like, whoa, why aren't you dating hot guys? And she gets really mad at him because he doesn't fully understand why she likes him, because there's at times you think he does, but he still doesn't get it. Like, and for any person who's like saying, "What, dude, idiot? What, she likes you?" You gotta remember it from a from his perspective, his character they're developing. He just doesn't get it, and or not for some reason doesn't want to get it, and I like that. And so they have a fight just as their nice date kind of ends, and like, oh, it sucks. But I like that because I was worried it was gonna end at that, and it was gonna be next week's episode where he kind of tries to, ooh, shit, tries to kind of fix that. But no, he tries and she can't find him. And while she's on the hunt, while he's on the hunt for her, he bumps into that girl again. I think that's her name, Ayumi. I'll find out her name. And then they start talking little things and form some type of friendship, I would say. They talk for a little bit, but then they go out to separate ways because he's still trying to find her. And on as they continue finding, looking for each other, he does eventually find her, and they talk, but talk in a way that it's like, huh, you still don't get it, and that's perfectly fine. A good way to do it, because it's in that sense, it's like, yeah. Now we're just gonna have to wait and see from there. That's kind of about it. Oh, we do get Sun kind of trying to be very. What's the best way to put it? He says it too. Pick someone up. Not the way. Cheer someone up. There it is. During his hunt for his girlfriend, he overhears some boys kind of talking about girls and their figures, and it turns out to be one of the Ayumi. And so when he bumps into her just on the hallway, she kind of embarrassed and everything, and he just casually just starts talking to her and just normal stuff. And towards the end, he does try to cheer her up, and in an awkward way he kind of compliments her figure, and it's really like, okay, hands her some flowers, and he gets kicked later for that, but that's kind of understandable too. But no, yeah, it's yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. A good show so far, good episode. I'm hoping it leads to something, because I don't know how much more time they have together, because she's there only for a couple more months, and then she's done. And then she'll be out of his life. I like that there's a time limit. I like that. So yeah. So thanks again for watching. Until next time. See ya.